Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the program, The Advocates. The Advocates is a program designed to deliberate on issues of anti-corruption and accountability in governance. My name is Jack Vincent Fidelis, and I'm your host. To deliberate on these issues, I have as my guest an information and communication expert, Mr. Gbelele Kelly. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
And as usual, I have my audience, members of the audience. You are also welcome.
Thank you, sir.
To set the ball rolling, Mr. Kelly, how can the media help to curb corruption in society?
Thank you very much, Mr. Jack. Like we all know, the media is a watchdog to the society. They serve as a mirror also to the society, through which the society see the good, the bad, and the ugly. The media has a lot of role to play when it comes to the issue of curbing corruption. In the sense that the society might not know what is actually happening. I'm here in Maiduguri. I wouldn't know what is happening in Adamawa or Delta State or maybe other part of the world. But through the media, I can be able to know what is happening in the other states and the world at large. Thank God, the world is now a global village through the use of technology. How can the media cope in the fight against corruption? By trapping. You're not just giving awareness to the society alone. You are not giving, or rather, telling the society on what to do on corruption, but you are doing what is called investigation. You investigate those persons who are in the act and also bring it to the society. That is to report every corrupt cases to the society, so that the society should know what to do and what not to do. They disseminate. Thank you very much.
Okay, from your experience as a media expert, an information and communication expert, do you think the media has been succeeding in achieving this aim of curbing corruption using their medium?
So yes, Mr. Jack. Yeah, I will say a very big yes to that, because the media has tried in every means possible to make sure the society is aware of every corrupt cases that is happening in the society, in the nation at large. They've tried, if I should, I wouldn't want to mention them, but we all know what is happening in the country currently. We have some cases of some corrupt cases that are already in the net that the media is making an investigation on. They've given their own part of the report, but there are some that they are also making their own investigation on with the help of the anti-graft agency in the country.
Correct. So, talking about the contribution of the media in nation building now. Okay, let us delve away from the anti-corruption and lack of accountability issue we've been discussing. And now let's see if the media can help in nation building. What basic contribution can they make?
The media, so far so good, has contributed a lot in nation building. In terms of, when we talk about nation building, we are not talking about we talk about development. Yeah, let me just use that word. We talk about development, and you and I know that development is it's all about changing process. You understand? Changing process at the gears towards improving the life of the society, improving the life of the people in the society. So we talk about development, or rather the nation building through the media. We talk about information. We talk about education. We talk about entertainment. Now, one thing we must know is, if you must get a man from captivity, from bondage, from the shackle of ignorance, the first thing or the best thing you should do is to educate him. If you must build a nation, the first thing you should target on is education. Now, the media has helped in informing the public, the masses, on the importance of education. Now, I can attest to you, majority of Nigeria youth, they want to go to school. They love to go to school, not because somebody, their parents, in those days, you can attest to me that if our parents, they are not good, or rather they ignore the educating the female child. But the media has improved in telling the public, or rather our parents, that no, the duty of the female child is not restricted to the kitchen alone or the inner room alone, but there is more to that. They have some potentials to offer to the society, to the nation. So the media has tried they've given their best in educating the public on the aspect of education. Now, if I should talk about entertainment, of course, you and I know Nigeria, Africa is now number one when it comes to entertainment. Nigeria is number one when it comes to entertainment in Africa. So, and they are breaking forth into international. So, you see what the media is doing. And what else will I say? Information. They've also tried. Now, the media, you cannot change the perspective of the public, but you can influence the public on what to do and what not to do. Now, speaking from my point of view, I cannot tell you what to do. As in, I cannot persuade you. How will I put it for you to now understand that? I cannot force you. Let me just think of that. I cannot force you into doing what you want to do, what you don't want to do. But I can persuade you, or I can talk to you. I can give you some tips to convince you that this thing you're about to do, it is either good or bad.
Well, it's good to know that the media has been doing well on that note.
This is where to fall in the case of the leadership. The electorate. The electorates are the ones that will determine. Of course, yes, don't collect those things. But then the votes of the electorate don't count. Then there is virtually nothing the electorate can. Most of these policies are misplaced priorities. Some of the policies are based on
In case you're just joining us, the program is The Advocate. The Advocate is a program designed to deliberate on issues of anti-corruption and accountability in governance. And this is one program sponsored by the MacArthur Foundation and CTAD. On this note, I want to go over to members of the audience who have been listening to us quite attentively for their own contribution. So, members of the audience, you have a contribution to make, you tell us your name and then you ask the question.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My name is Simon Timothy. My own contribution is a question, also is a question. Okay. Sir, how media can fix corruption in Nigeria?
How can the media
Fix corruption in Nigeria?
Thank you, Mr. Simon, for that question. Now, one thing you must understand that the media is not anti-graft agency that fights corruption. What the media does is to inform the public what the anti-graft agency is doing. Now, bringing to the public or making them known on the fight in corruption. I believe on that, they are also doing their own part in the fight against corruption. Why? Because if you are persecuted and you are being bring to the media and everyone processes you as what this person I saw on TV, wasn't it this one I saw on TV that they said is still, you understand? So you'll be shy and I mean your children. You are a father, so you know what I'm talking about. So
I believe with that, they've actually tried, in the fight against corruption, with the help of the anti-graft agency, which they are bringing to the public. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you very much for your question and that beautiful answer.
This is where to file in the case on the leadership, the electorate. The electorates are the ones that will determine. Of course, yes, don't collect those things. But then the votes of the electorate don't count. Then there is virtually nothing the electorate count. Most of these policies are misplaced priorities. Some of the policies are based on
If you are just joining us, the program is The Advocate, and my guest, Mr. Gbelele Kelly, has been doing very well, doing justice to the topic. Mr. Gbelele Kelly is actually an information and communication expert. Sir, I need to state at this juncture that over the years we've noticed how the media has been doing very well. In the case of exposing people who are corrupt, we see that on television, we listen to it on radio. The media does a very good job on that note. Well, on the tip of my finger, I can mention specific names, a thing I wouldn't want to do right now. But we know of high-profile cases of people who were brought to book because the media started an investigative reportage on them. Now, with all this, the media is bound to face multiple challenges. So what are some of these challenges that the media face in curbing corruption in society?
Thank you very much. The media, like you said, they face a lot of challenges. The media, they're like security agencies. Earlier on, I said they are watchdog to the society. So I wouldn't be happy if you want to bring down my reputation. No, I wouldn't be happy if you want to, sabotage my name, in a society. Maybe a name I've built for so long, and maybe a name I've built for so long, maybe in the political terrain or in the business terrain, and simply because of one act, you want to bring me down. I wouldn't be happy. So the media, they are exposed to so many challenges and they are at risk. If a politician, I wouldn't want to mention them also, but if a politician maybe steals money and the anti-corruption agency maybe reports it, they are to bring it to air. You know what it means, There will be so many phone calls not to air that particular event. So with that, because of the challenges, maybe the threats to life, let me make use of that word, threats to life, they wouldn't want to, or they might not want to air such particular issues, Thank God for other social media. Like when we talk about media, we talk about media is a plural word anyway, but the singular word is the medium, and the medium through which you access the information. Now, thank God for Facebook, thank God for WhatsApp and Instagram, and the others, which we could also get some reliable information without the use of some of the local media houses we have around.
It is often said that he who pays the piper dictates
the tone.
And then, because of that, the media, to a very large extent, dance to the whims and caprices of the owners and financiers of print and broadcast media. So, because of that, their hands are tied, so to speak. It is one of the challenges that they face. Okay? Is there no way they can get out of this quagmire? There should be a way out. Because if this goes on continuously, it means society will be at the receiving end of not having the information that they deserve to have. And then the media, they will be tied. They will be placed in specific boxes. which is not a very good thing for society. If you see advanced places like Europe and America, we know the power of the media in these places. The media is able to influence things and in fact set agenda for society.
Right.
I don't know why the case is not like that here, but probably that could be a case of discussion for another day. At this point, I would personally want to bring in this issue of the public now, because if they are also stakeholders in the development of the country. The public are also responsible for good governance. So how can members of the public help?
Let me chip in something to the previous question before coming back to this one.
It's all right.
Like you just named, like you said, he will play the piper, he takes the tone. Or that at the top always decide what should be here or what should not be here. And these media houses, they pump in so many, the huge amount of money they pump in daily basis. So if one businessman or a politician is pumping 1 billion naira and tomorrow his case come on board and somebody who is giving you that kind of money, you wouldn't want to. So those are the challenges that we also face. And brand envelope is also another thing. Brand envelope is also another thing. You see some of these freelancers that will go, they will see the rating to write or to report what brand envelope. They will just pass by. And back to the question you just asked, the contribution of the public to the fight against corruption. Thank God, Mr. President, the person of President Muhammad Buhari, I believe in his 4 years back, he said something, he said, change begins with you. So I believe if the public can know that this fight against corruption is not just for the anti-graft agency or the media alone, then I believe if they involve in this fight, we can overcome it. How can they fight it? Well, we talk about this fight, we're not talking about them carrying guns, carrying cutlasses or whatever. If every one of us here, we come from a constituency in this country. If there is an awarded a project, and the person who is being given that project to execute is not doing it, there are so many apps right now. Like I said, the world is now global. There are so many apps right now which you can just take a snap and send. I believe some media houses, they have those apps I'm talking about. They call it eyewitness. You can
broadcast media stations.
They have it.
They encourage it.
Yes, you just snap it, or even if it's a abandoned project, you snap it and you send it. You just write what you want to write. You send it to them.
It's more or less like a community broadcast.
Yes, thank you very much. It's more like journalism. Yeah, that is it. Right. So you report some cases. Within you, we are not talking about you going out. We are talking about you working on yourself and starting from where you are. Because the media cannot be in every place at the same time. So if we, the masses, can help in this fight, I believe we can overcome.
Thank you very much. Well, for want of time, I don't know if in 30 seconds you can give advice to the government and then the people and the media. Fight against corruption. What's your advice to these three categories of people?
My first advice will go to the government of the day. If the head is bad, there is no way you expect the masses to be good. So if my father, the father in the house is bad, there is no way the children can be good. You are advising someone not to smoke, whereas you are a smoker. You are a thief and you are advising someone not to thief. I don't think it works that way.
All right. So that one is for your advice to the government.
Yes.
Then what's your advice to the people?
My advice to the people
your last
is,
word for them.
Okay. My advice for the people is to be vigilant. to be up and doing. Let the change we are talking about start with them.
Good.
They should abstain from this thing called corruption.
And what's your advice to the media?
They are playing their role. I can't say they are 100% perfect anyway, but I believe they are playing their role and they should be up and doing. They are playing their role and they should be up and doing. There is more to it, and I believe God will help them.
Well, Mr. Gbelele Kelly, at this point, I want to say a very big thank you to
Thank you very much, sir.
for honoring our invitation to be
Thank you
here.
very much, sir.
Thank you. We appreciate your presence.
Thank you very much, sir.
Members of the audience, thank you for coming. We hope subsequently we'll see you again. Thank you. Unfortunately, this is the much we can take on the program this week. If you've had a great time being with us, then keep a date, same time, same station next week for another great episode of the program. Thank you.